Welcome to the homestead. I'm down here gonna check cows. 17-1 has still got the calves, so you can see the cows behind me over here off in the background. So I'll wander out there and check them out and see how everything's going with them. It is pretty windy today, so if you're picking up any noise, I apologize. It's about the best I can do today. Let's get to work. All right, we're getting out here in the cows now. You can see everybody's pretty well spread out. Many times you can't really see, but just off this side right here, it kind of drops down and there's a depression over on this side over here. So many times what the cows will do is it gets blustery and windy and that kind of thing, they'll move over here and they'll get into that little low spot right there and they'll lay down and get themselves out of the wind. It's surprising how much just a low depression will kind of reduce the amount of wind that they have on them. But these guys are pretty dang smart. They know what's going on. So I've got some treats in my pocket today. I know that I haven't been bringing treats, and there've been a couple of them that have been a little unhappy with me because I haven't been bringing any treats. So today I got some treats. We'll see if anybody's interested. Got to get through this little marshy spot here. There we go. So we're looking for cow 17-1 because she is our last cow to calve. She's not calved yet. And you know, you can do a few things to kind of help get them to all calve at roughly the same time. But to be honest, there's really no need in that for us. Hi, 14-1. Look how shiny and pretty she looks. Hi, 13. This 13, she has just got the silliest little knob on her head right there. It just looks funny. Always has looked funny to me. Hi there, 1. That's number 1. Let's see, that's the one we're looking for right there. Hi, girl. Hi, sweetheart. That's 17-1. You can see she's got a good bag built. And she is ready with the bag, but as far as getting springy or anything like that, it doesn't look like she's gained any ground in that aspect. So it's funny because as far as the cows go, she could literally get springy and have a calf overnight, or she may be 2 or 3 weeks yet just with a bag and not have any real progress. So it's just one of those things. This little character here, that's Woolly Booger. And that one there is little 13's baby. Again, it's funny because you got a black bull, you got black 13, but there's her calf right there, sure is red. Don't ask me how genetics works. I'm no rocket scientist. But while we're out here, we'll get a look at these guys and see how the rest are all doing. Take a look at the calves. Hopefully some of these calves will come up to us, and hopefully a couple of the other yearlings will come up to us. Give them a couple treats and keep going. So let's go take a look. All right, here are a couple of more of the cows. The one closest here, that is 18-4. I can tell because she's a little thinner. She's not thin, but she's a little thinner than the majority of the cows. She's always kind of been like that. She never really puts on a bunch of weight. All winter we had her in the corral trying to get her weight up and that kind of thing. It just doesn't matter how much feed she's got. She just doesn't put any weight on. But that's fine. She's got a good calf and she does well. So here's a couple of the kids. Now, I just talked about number 13, purple 13, black bull, black cow having a red calf. Now here is just the opposite of the spectrum. We have a red cow, black bull, and she has a black calf. That's purple 6. And obviously baby there is getting a little drink. But yeah, I still don't understand how these things work out. I've got red cow giving birth to black babies. I got black cows giving birth to red babies and all of that. So it's tough for me to figure out. Here's a little look though at that depression, and you can kind of see where some of these guys are going down. It's flat up here, but then it drops down in this low spot right there where my finger is, and you can see that we can barely see some of these cows. And that's what they're doing, is they're all trying to get out of this wind, so they're all going to feed and they're all going to work towards that depression. Additionally, there's a lot of good grass. You can see how nice this grass is right here. For Wyoming, this is a lot of grass. This is where the end of the irrigation comes. It all just pours on down this line. And so then it drops into that depression over there. And there'll be good grass over there as well. Here's 17-2, and if you've watched any of my recent videos, he is kind of just a hound for some treats. So I'm going to see if we can't get him some treats. The other day I didn't have any. Oh, he's not going to come over. The other day I didn't have any treats, and he came over and was trying to get treats from me and that kind of thing. And now Ferdinand the bull is pushing him back. He clearly is letting him know who is boss right here. So Ferdinand is looking really nice. There's a really good view. You can see a lot of these cows and calves are all just heading right down that drainage right there and getting into the lowland there. You can see them further down there, even lower already. Let's see if I can move a little bit and we'll see. We'll see if I can show you a little bit better. Hey kids, hey kids. Well, you can kind of see, it's really tough to be able to tell, but you can see that this depression, it continues down to a little further over there, and it's quite a bit lower even over there than it is right here. But they're all trying to get out of the wind, and I definitely understand that. So I'm not going to bother them much today. I'm just going to take a look, and we'll get out of their way. Hey, kid. All right, we'll see if any of these guys want any treats. The day I bring treats, of course, nobody wants any. It's 17-4, do you want a treat? She'll take a treat. She'll take a treat. These yearlings, I spent so much time with them over the winter that they're all pretty much treat hounds. You want a treat? There we go. All right. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video or if you got anything out of it, please do me a favor and like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I really look forward to it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.